Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Thursday Night Fights main event. And it is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the TNF Championship. Introducing first, the challenger, coming to you from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, serving a penalty of 420 minutes. He is the reigning 880 no-ring champion. He is Satan's favorite saint. This is Brandon St. James. His opponent, the champion. They are the reigning, defending, undisputed TNF champion. They are the Black Sheep, Nix Wilde.
This new aura, this new appearance, the new guidelines that Nix Wilde follows makes them the Black Sheep. Makes me sad, Tatiana.
I don't blame you. It's had quite the effect on the locker room. St. James himself has been absolutely beside himself. This is somebody that he has known since beginning this journey at 880 Wrestling with T2T Pittsburgh School. This was one of the very few people they trusted more than anything.
Yeah.
He is not expecting this person to turn on him.
Guess Nix Wilde isn't one of our homies anymore.
Well, St. James getting in the face of Nix Wilde, and here we go!
That's what you were saying, Tatiana. BSJ's been beside himself and finally has the chance one-on-one to take it to Nix Wilde and maybe take that TNF Championship back to 880 Wrestling. Firing shots back and forth here in our main event. BSJ versus Nix Wilde here. This is Tatiana Claudia Tondera. Thank you for joining us on another summer night here for Thursday Night Fights.
New attitude from Nix Wilde that we are seeing tonight. They are much more aggressive, much dirtier in their tactics against anyone and everyone.
Oh, standing Hurricane Rana there. Nix Wilde's been on a tirade in recent weeks, attempting to injure all of us here at 880 Wrestling, including yourself and Keith Hott.
Well, we don't need to get into all of that, but Nix Wilde trying to save themselves on the outside. Dive from St. James to the outside now.
A stage jive from BSJ from the gutter to your living room.
Oh, and a big thank you to some guy named John for reminding us that the last time we saw Nix prior to this nonsense in singles competition, prior to the new TNF title reign, Nix Wilde lost in singles competition to Joe Murphy. Thank you for the reminder, John.
Well, the defection of the Wildflowers, sometimes Buddies Inc. take credit for it because we saw Keith Hott and Nix Wilde be a team, go up against Buddies Inc., and Buddies Inc. was victorious, and from then we never saw the same Nix Wilde.
No, and some could say that was the moment that Nix Wilde snapped and made the decision to turn on everyone.
Now, I'm sure BSJ would want that championship back here with 880 Wrestling, but I don't think this is about this. I mean, as you mentioned before, these two have been friends since day one, and this is BSJ's chance to defend our flag here against the Black Sheep. Oh, big front forearm.
Getting a little tight to the end of the count now. These two got to be careful. BSJ really wants to leave with this title. They have to finish it in the ring with a pinfall or submission. As far as I know, this match is regular rules, but Nix Wilde showing a bit of street smarts by getting back into the ring to restart the count.
Well, I'm sure referee Chip in his first night here, he's going to have the rules a little lax. He knows the importance of this. I don't think we're going to see a count out of any kind here.
What is Nix Wilde looking for? Chairs?
Shades of MV Young, dare I say. Yeah. Yeah, MV isn't here tonight, Nix.
MV Young recovering this week after being taken out. We're seeing shades of him here now. This is a very popular maneuver by our king. I think Nix is starting to regret setting this up.
Yeah, I mean, they both trained under MV Young, so they know what it's like to battle, to grind, and right now in front of our audience, they're just slapping the crap out of one another, let's be honest.
A couple of big hands from these competitors.
Our fan, Sadie, behind Nix Wilde, she was very upset at Nix Wilde's behavior, and she is happy now. The BSJ leveling Nix Wilde. Let's give it up for the blue chair, folks. The blue chair.
The best chair.
Was the best chair.
R.I.P.
Back into the ring this goes. Nix attempting to get to their feet inside the ring.
BSJ
taking his time here.
Doing a smart thing by catching his breath before coming back in. And Nix Wilde taking advantage of Brandon St. James climbing back into the ring and kicking the rope right where the sun don't shine.
I think Nix Wilde there was playing a little possum.
Oh. Big neck breaker.
Down here. Oh, I thought there was going to cover here to retain that TNF Championship. Just a 2 count there. I mean, that TNF Championship was once our heavyweight championship, held by, Reese Hayes, David Lawless, Cowpoke Paul, Gianni Michael Enrico. And Nix Wilde, let's be honest, we all saw it, Nix Wilde didn't do anything to earn that title. The Black Hand Society inserted a new championship. The black era of 880 continues. And Nix Wilde was there just to pick up the scraps.
Nix Wilde taking a hold of the neon gold and getting it legitimized. St. James going up and over.
Oh.
Bit of a back and forth.
Saw that one coming as Nix Wilde putting all their weight into Brandon St. James.
Uh-oh. Oh. Backbreaker.
Cover here. 2. Oh, 2 count. His brother in war, Casey War.
Now, like we said,
cheering on.
St. James has been beside himself since Nix Wilde turned their back on the 880. This morning, they told me that they've been pretty upset, almost depressed over this whole thing. But one of the things that got them up was devouring an entire case of Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Well, that sounds like the St. James I know.
Certainly seems to have gotten his spirits up to go into the fight. Big spine buster off the ropes. Is this going to be enough?
Sexy cover. Oh, just a 2 count there. What a spine buster by Nix Wilde. Sheesh.
Definitely trying to cut down St. James, who's starting to show a little bit of exhaustion from all this.
Crucifying him out is Nix Wilde. That knee into the back. Abusing St. James here. But maybe St. James could feel that Pabst Blue Ribbon float through his veins again. Oh, there we go. Some momentum back in this Steel City Killer.
Knocking Nix Wilde off kilter. Starting to fire up now. They've got Nix right where they want him.
Duck under. Cross cutter. Oh! Neck breaker.
Almost had it.
2 count there.
Insane reversal from Nix Wilde to St. James.
Didn't look like Nix Wilde got all of it, but certainly has scouted St. James before in that crest cutter we've seen. Turned around against him, and Nix Wilde up to their feet again. Evil Nix is here.
we certainly saw the Wildflowers go up against the fourth line in the past, but we've also seen Nix Wilde previously in singles competition go against not only Brandon St. James, but Casey Ward.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of matchups that have really played into the betrayal of Nix Wilde.
Yeah, John, how about you write about that, John? Write about the betrayal of Nix Wilde instead of whatever you got going on. Reversal here.
He got it this time! Cross cutter!
Trick me once, you know that whole thing. BSJ not being tricked again. The audience coming alive for Satan's favorite Saint here.
That said, I think St. James took himself out a little bit as well. Let's see a replay. Look at that.
He's gonna bring that intensity to Michigan next week. Could his car have 3 title belts in it? We shall see. Up to both of their feet, big clothesline across.
St. James coming in with that fire. Big drop kick. And Satan's favorite Saint firing up now.
Oh, duck under. Oh, elbow. Oh, slaps to the chest here.
It's a chop fest tonight. Nick's going for another one.
They're really heating up here.
Tornado DDT.
Almost like a Dudley Dog. 2. Oh, is that it? No.
That was not enough.
Thank you again for chatting with us all night. We always appreciate that. Got everybody spilling out into the street today.
It's a full house here tonight. 1 week before the retribution of the Steel City Killers.
A week from tomorrow. Hope to see everyone here. Lonnie, you should come down if you're still in the chat. We liked when you came down before. Oh.
Back and forth from these competitors.
Could this main event end in a knockout if they keep going? There we go. Ducking under. Oh! Snapped down here in the cover. 2 count.
Not enough to get down the champion. I'm not even sure if Brandon St. James cares about the title. I think he just wants to make a point to Nix Wilde.
St. James attempting to keep his cool. He knows what's at stake here. A big defeat from the Black Sheep would starve the momentum of Nix Wilde. Oh!
Nix Wilde fighting through with some knees to the gut. St. James tried to go for something. Ripcord.
Oh!
Belly to belly!
The cover here. 1, 2, and 3.
Whoa! St. James fighting through it! We have not seen a belly-to-belly from Nix Wilde in some time. They've been holding it back, and we thought that was going to be enough, but no!
The energy in the room surrounding BSJ right now. Looking for that wild driver, possibly.
St. James fighting through. Didn't quite have St. James down enough to get it. Going off the ropes. Oh! Another powerbomb.
2. All crushed up like a beer can there for St. James, but by instinct, kicking out. Yeah.
Nick's getting in the face of referee Chip. Chip holding his own tonight. I'm surprised.
What's going on here?
Getting the chair.
Oh.
Oh, no.
We've seen this. Tatiana, shut your eyes. We've seen Nix Wilde do this before. Referee Chip said it might be my first night, but I can't see another 880 superstar go down like this.
Trying to play things by the book by getting the chair away from Nix Wilde. Now, unfortunately, if Nix Wilde had used it and gotten disqualified, that would have been it. That would have been a... Oh, no!
Oh, goodness!
Referee Chip is down! Referee Chip is down! St. James went for a big boot and Nix moved out of the way!
Clobbering Chip there with a pump kick.
And now has the belt.
Oh, God.
The ref is down. Nobody's here to stop them. St. James taking a little too long to get back to his feet.
What is behind St. James's back? No.
I don't think he knows. Watch out, Brandon!
Duck under.
Oh!
There we go.
Unsuccessful.
Ebola-rama by St. James in the cover.
1, 2, 3. Oh no,
That's
the referee's not up though.
That's it.
That is it, but the referee's down. He can't count if he's not conscious. St. James realizing this, going to get Chip, the ref now.
That would have been the end of the Black Sheep's TNF Championship reign. We don't have another referee here tonight. That's why Chip is in there in the first place.
We're a little too short-staffed to have a backup ref on hand. And St. James going up now. I think he's going to go for a swanton bomb.
Not sure what St. James has in mind here. Oh!
Oh no! Trying to go for a frog splash, but Nix Wilde coming alive and getting out of the way and has that belt again.
Stage dive, frog splash, nothing in the pool. No!
And Nix Wilde catching Brandon St. James with the belt. And
the darkest heart of 880 wrestling.
oh, come on.
Here's the cover here.
And now Chip's awake. Are you kidding me?
2, come on, kick.
Kick out.
Oh! The Black Sheep of 880 Wrestling victorious.
And still, the TNF champion, the Black Sheep, Nix Wilde.
I'm sorry, everybody from home that had to see that. Oh, come on now.
Oh, and Nix Wilde, now that the match is over, there's no rules, nothing to stop them from taking advantage. There's that Wilde driver they were trying to hit before.
Is this what Nix Wilde's going to do to us?
Wait a minute.
Oh, no.
Not the chair. And St. James is out of commission. I don't know if he's going to be able to get out of the way.
Oh, no. We've seen Nix Wilde been doing this for weeks now.
Not the hand.
Hey!
There's Keith.
Keith has seen this one before. Keith, the last tag team partner of Nix Wilde, has a microphone too.
Keith thought very familiar with what Nix Wilde likes to do with those chairs. Like we said, Keith was performing injured tonight because of Nix Wilde.
I am so tired of this shit. Nix Wilde, we're having little fights. Cat fight versus wildflowers. I used to look up, yes, look up. I've been doing this for almost 15 fucking years. And you know what? I admired your tenacity, your bravery, your courage, your fire, your determination. And I see what you're doing. Blaming your friends. Breaking wrists. Causing problems. It sickens me. How about we do this retribution for the Steel City Killers? Nix Wilde, Bearcat Keith fought in this ring for the TNF title!
Let's do this thing.
The challenge
If
has
you're
been
not a
laid.
coward, and you'll hit me from behind with a
Challenge has been laid out for the champion.
Oh.
And they'll...
Well, if you're gonna think about it, I'll leave you with this. Ba, ba, Black Sheep, what will you do? Ba, ba, Black Sheep, fuck you, Nix, fuck you! Meow! That's right!
So the challenge has been put out there. Keith Hutt challenging Nix Wilde at the retribution of the Steel City Killers for that TNF Championship. And thank God for Keith Hutt. And thank God for you, Tatiana. Thank you for joining me back here in the commentary booth.
Happy to be here, happy to be a part of TNF as always while I recover. Not so happy to see the ending, but I have nothing but faith in the Bearcat to take out Nix Wilde.
And I thank all the viewers at home from Sidekick Media Service.
Hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media.
And I'm the Riz.
And you know, Riz, it takes years of strenuous, dedicated training before you're worthy to step inside a professional wrestling ring. But it takes even more time to develop complex, highly astute opinions about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct.
Yes.
And you know where we can find that?
Yes,
On the Wrestling Mayhem.
that's right.